Test 2. Test 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hearthcock with a leadoff single. One. For some reason, I bet you this is defaulting back to this. No, should be good. We should be on the. Alrighty, we're here at the Leander ISD game. Oppel rolls one to second base. It's able to beat it out. Infield single on Oppel. Hearthcock advances to second. Hearthcock led off the game with about a 6-pitch single in the 6-hole between the third baseman and shortstop, and that'll bring up the number 3 batter, Luke Broaddus. We have a headwind coming from left center towards home plate. That ball misses inside. So no matter what we do, we're sitting outside the broad or press box today. So there is really very little we're going to be able to do to cut the wind noise. We'll do the best we can, but again, it's right in our face. That ball in the dirt, 2-0 to Broaddus. Broaddus runs up a 3-0 count. Hearthcock reached with a leadoff single, followed by the number 2 batter, Jack Oppel. That ball catches the outside corner, 3-1. Oppel hit a hard ground ball, second base, not able to come up with it. Bobbled it slightly, threw it over. Oppel able to beat it out. Runners on first and second, nobody out. 3-1, top of the first inning. Broaddus fouls that one. So Game Time Broadcasting on the call. Hank Oppel will be here later this afternoon along with Justin the Priest as we play our last Friday tournament play. Swing and a miss, gets him on a high fastball on the outside corner for the first out. And I stand corrected. That was Luke Rodriguez batting there. Now batting is Luke Broaddus. On deck will be Quinn Bartlett for your Round Rock Dragons. The Storms look like they'll stay out of the area for our 2-game set today. Currently 80 degrees, wind 16, gusting up to 26. Earlier, about an hour ago, they were gusting up to 30 miles an hour. That ball catches the inside corner, 1-1 strike to Broaddus. That ball outside on this double steal. Hearthcock will advance to third. Jack Oppel, meanwhile, advances to second base. Infield will come up. 1 out here. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, top of the first inning. That ball a little high on the inside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike. That ball inside, ball 4. Luke Broaddus draws the walk to load the bases up here. 1 out, top of the first inning. That'll bring up your catcher, number 3, Quinn Bartlett. On deck for your Round Rock Dragons will be number 13, Baker Jackson. So, correction there. Somehow they're saying it was only 2 balls, not 4. I'd have to rewind to get a better view of that. That ball high, that's going to be 3, and that's going to be ball 4 now. Okay, so he said there was only 3. Either way, it doesn't matter. Brada still draws a walk, loads the bases up, and that'll bring up your catcher, number 3, senior Quinn Bartlett. First pitch runs inside, ball 1. Ball pops it up, out of play over the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bartlett. Here's your 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases loaded, ball misses outside. 2-2. Fouls that one straight back. Good at bat here by Quinn Bartlett. Don't have first names for Trinity Christian. I do know pitching is Radnati. That ball runs high. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out here. Bases loaded. Nowhere to put Bartlett. Fouls that one back. 7 pitch at bat so far. Great quality at bat here for the senior catcher. That ball inside misses. Ball 4. Walks in the first run of the ball game. So Oppel advances to third. Broadus will advance to second. And Quinn Bartlett draws the walk to load him up. And that'll bring up your junior, number 13, Baker Jackson. Jackson starting in center field this game. That ball misses just outside. Two and 0. That ball misses high and outside. 3 and 0. Renati on the mound having a tough time finding the strike zone to start this game out. That ball runs inside, ball 4, a 4-pitch walk. That'll bring in the second run of the ball game as Jack Oppel crosses the plate, making this ball game 2-0. Still have nobody out here, top of the first inning. Round Rock leading this game 2-0. Stepping in now, second baseman, number 6, Juan Bracho Jr. First pitch catches the outside corner, called strike 1. Puts the bat on the ball. Foul out down the first base line. So again, we're going to have a lot of wind noise tonight with the wind blowing right in my face here from center field, left center, center, pretty much right across the field towards the first base dugout. 13-mile-an-hour winds will run up to 25 to 26 miles an hour. Anything hit in the air will die. That ball inside just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pops that one up, out of play. Bracho comes into the day batting .389 with a .421 on-base percentage. That ball misses high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swinging a really hot bat. Coach Carter's going to have a lot of tough decisions as we move into district play on Tuesday, 7 o'clock at Vista Ridge. That ball flared over the second baseman's head. Diving center fielder, what a catch. Makes a diving catch. In comes Broadus on the tag up. Whoa, that's terrible. He tagged up. Broadus tagged up. They're going to call him out at third. That is terrible. That umpire is looking in right field at the catch. That is not his job to even be looking at. That is a really bad call. That's a really bad form here. So, regardless, Trinity limits the damage to 2 runs. We move to the bottom of the first inning. Dragons leading this one 2-0 when we come back.
Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons. This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today.
Leading off for Trinity Christian, number 5, catcher Hunter Haas. 1-1. Hard hit up the middle. Going to be fielded by Haas. Got quick fire to first in time, just in time for the first out of the inning. Great play by the junior shortstop. Batting second for Trinity, number 18, the shortstop, Zach Zaleski. Ball chopper to second base. Bracho, quick fire over to first. And two plays that were real close. Great defense by the shortstop and now second baseman Juan Bracho Jr. for the second out of the inning. And just like that, Yepes 4 pitches into the game, 2 outs. Got to bring up Caden Job, number 15, playing left field. The lefty takes strike 1 on the first pitch. Hard ground ball down there. Ooh, just misses it down the first base line. You know what? Let's do this. What's that? You're welcome. All right, sorry about that. So Caden Job with a single up the middle. That'll bring up number 13, starting third baseman Bo Sykes. There's a baseball name if I've ever heard one before. Oh, I'm sorry, correction. That's Grant Daly. What's that? Daly? Deli. Pops it up, first place. Rodriguez makes the catch in foul territory for the third out of the inning. Trinity strands 1. We move to the top of the second inning with Round Rock leading this one 2-0 when we come back.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. As the Round Rock Dragons bring the energy and the excitement all season long, Hughes Insurance Group is proud to power the broadcast as a Game Time sponsor. For over 30 years, Hughes Insurance Group has protected Central Texas families with auto, home, renters, RV, and life insurance. As an independent agency, Jason shops top-rated companies to find you the best coverage at the best value. Coverage you can count on, a team you can trust. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and go Dragons.
Leading off for your Round Rock Dragons, designated hitter number 16, Josh Horvath. We move to the top of the second inning. Dragons ahead in this one, 2-0. Flares that one foul. That ball just misses the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one driven to right field. Setting up underneath it. Knox Gretzky, the sophomore, makes the catch for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up the right fielder, number 11, Weston Andraka. Andraka batting in the 9-hole, starting in right field tonight. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Got a 1 ball, 1 strike here. 1 out here, top of the second inning. That ball misses outside. Here comes 2-1 pitch. Andraka drives it down the left field line. That's going to be extra bases. Great piece of hitting there by the junior outfielder. He's going to cruise through second, standing up with a stand-up double. Andraka started the season real hot during the scrimmage play. With all the bats in this lineup, it's good to see him get heated up here. As we sit a few days away from district play kicking off on Tuesday night at Vista Ridge, 7 p.m. first pitch for the Dragons. And we go back to the top of the order, leading off the shortstop, number 8, Drew Harthcock. Puts that ball up in the air. Grizik lines up underneath it, makes the catch. Fires it ahead to third. That'll bring up your left fielder, number 29, Jack Oppel. Oppel last night, I believe it was his first varsity home run. When Oppo showed a little Oppo with Popo, took it to the lefty, took it to left center. Also had a double earlier in the game. Again, a lot of different Dragon batters are starting to heat up. That ball catches the outside corner, doesn't get the call. 2 balls, no strikes. Quick turn, throw back on Draco, dives back in underneath it. Two outs here, top of the second inning. Round Rock started it off. Drew Hearthcock with a lead-off single. That ball driven to left field. That's going to get up over, just out of the reach. Wind held it up a little bit. Oppel cruises into second as Andraka crosses the plate for the third run of the game. It's 3-0 Dragons. So the ball gets past left fielder. Oppel advances to second base, and that'll bring up number 21, Luke Rodriguez. Luke, that ball gets past. They're going to say foul ball. They're going to send Oppel back to second. Rodriguez really hitting up. Hit the 380 sign. Hit the wall twice at Round Rock last weekend. Last night, got his first, I believe it was his first varsity home run. I believe it was his as well. He's hitting the ball really well. Tonight's going to be really hard with this wind coming in from left center. 13 up to 26 mile an hour gusts. I keep looking at the weather app, and this wind keeps picking up and changing speeds. Heavy clouds, cumulonimbus, rain in the area. I think it's going to hold off till tomorrow afternoon. That's just because my 13-year-old has a 8 a.m. game in Kyle tomorrow morning. Big drive to right center. Over the right fielder's head. That ball's going to carry back to right and hangs up there. Makes the catch. Dresky, the sophomore, ends this inning. Dragons put up 1. We move to the bottom of the second. When we come back, score Round Rock 3, Trinity 0.
Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons. This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today.
Alrighty, leading off here, bottom of the second inning, number 13, Bo Skikes, who I think has one of the best baseball names around. He draws the walk, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Austin Radnati.
Ball just outside to Renati. Jackson Yepes working on the second inning here. Giving up one hit in the first.
Nice movement on that pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yepes has a real lively arm, the junior.
Good tail on his fastball. Makes it challenging to hit. Looks like it's going to go outside and sneaks back in over the plate with some run. That one stays outside. It's going to bring it 3-1.
That ball just missing outside. 3-1.
Now it's 3-1. Looks like they're a little behind on there. So we did find out Trinity is out of Dallas. So we were thinking they might have been from Lubbock, but they are out of Dallas. That ball's flared to use a Bob Slocum word to the right.
That's going to carry. That carries a long distance away from Andraka. Again, that's a real strong wind blowing in from the left center. Anything up in the air, you talk last inning off the air, Justin, as you pointed out, Luke Rodriguez would have had another home run.
Oh, that was easily going to carry out if this wind wasn't hitting. I'll tell you this. So I'll actually tell you after this pitch. Ball runs in for ball 4. There'll be runners at first and second with no outs here for the Trojans. So Hudson's playing Alvin, my oldest, and they were playing yesterday in similar wind conditions. His roommate, his name's Justin Garcia, really big ball player. He hit a ball yesterday. Of course, they do TrackMan on everything, Bob. He hit a ball that had an exit velo of 109 to left. Wind's blown in like this, like 15 or 20 mile an hour in on the left field. And it falls just in front of the fence, but the TrackMan said it would have gone 470 feet based on launch angle and the exit velo, and it landed at like 365 just in front of the fence, and they caught him for an out. But that's just an example of hitting the ball as hard as you can into this wind. You just can't. You can't. There's no match for it.
Tries the bunt, fouls that one back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here to the number 8 right fielder, Knox Grizik. Knox been busy in the field, playing the wind. Couple of flyouts already to him already early in this game. Bottom of the second inning, Duran Rock leading 3-0.
We may be having a little bit of issue here with the video. We'll take a look at it. Looks like it might be frozen.
If it freezes, we're going to have to reset and restart, unfortunately. Hard ground ball, dives. Rodriguez knocks it down, steps on first. We're going to keep the audio here. We won't have video right now because it's frozen. After this inning, we're going to reset. Real quickly, we'll do a quick reset, and it will create a new stream. So click subscribe button. But if you go to the Game Time Broadcasting YouTube channel, go to live videos. After this inning, we will switch and start a new feed.
And it might fix it if you click subscribe. That might just fix the whole thing.
Infield playing in with 1 out. That ball's going to run inside, gets him on the hand, gets him on the wrist.
That's kind of one of those ones where he kind of offered. Curious if he's going to say that's a full-fledged, it's a foul ball, or if it was a hit batter. That gets really subjective there. Looks like they're going to call it a hit batter, even though he started his swing. That's going to load the bases with 1 out. Yepes still on the mound, 1 out for the Dragons. That's going to push your middle infield back.
And that will draw a visit by Coach Carter. Maybe not. Coach Carter in the batter's box is just checking him out.
Middle infield will sneak back so they can get a double play ball. The corners will be in. Their first, Carter is going to come out and talk with Yepes. But this is that situation where your corners will go home first. Either the Luke Broad or Luke Rod, get the ball, they're going to go home and then try to go back to first, but at least try to eliminate that potential run.
So Justin missed a questionable call in the beginning of the game. We had a bases loaded, 2 outs, 1 out, fly out to right field. The umpire in the field, his job is to watch the outfield for the catch and call the catch, brought us out, said he left early.
Interesting. Yeah, that's not his call. He's supposed to be watching to make sure the ball gets caught first.
Exactly. And then to be honest, I'll have to go back to the tape to see when Broadus left.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, that's something that's ingrained in his head. Broadus played for me for many years. We used to run base running all the time. We used to end practice instead of running. Our conditioning was base running.
Well, knowing that you got.
Yeah.
We're just going to do audio, and then I'm going to reset a brand new live stream after this.
Folks, if you're listening in, we apologize for the video freezing. We're going to reset it here.
Big drive center field. That ball's going to hang up. Center fielder Baker Jackson squares up, fires home. We're going to have a play at the plate. Nope. That ball, bad bounce off of the pitcher's mound. All turf field. Kind of works like a trampoline. So Bo Skikes crosses the plate. Runners on first and second. Now a 3-1 ball game. I'm going to play with the camera here for a second. Let's see if we can get.
So we're runners first and second right now. 2 outs after that sacrifice fly to Baker Jackson in center field.
Oh, actually, good news. The camera reset. So we do have live. All right.
Okay, so we're back in business.
So we will not have to reset after the inning. We will stay on this live stream. Big hard drive. Diving Broadus gets through the 6-hole. They're going to send the runner. Here comes a throw at the plate. Just off the mark. Second run will cross the plate for the Trojans.
That was a risky, especially on turf. A ball hit that hard. Jack Oppel came up. Timing was there. I think we had him. The ball was a little bit more towards the infield and down, which pulled Quinn out of the catcher's box just a bit and couldn't make that reach. If that ball was a little bit more in, I think we would have had him. Nevertheless, it is 3-2. Still runners at first and second again, almost like they just reset. First and second, 2 outs.
That'll bring up, catches the outside corner. Strike 1 to number 18, the shortstop, Zach Zaleski. Zach grounded out to Bracho at second base in the first inning. That ball misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Again, we're sitting outside of the press box, and there's a strong, last I looked, it was 13 miles an hour running up to 26 miles an hour right in our face, so we're not breathing heavy into the mic. And we do have wind socks on the mics, but nothing you can do in this weather.
Well, I was listening earlier, Bob, on the way in, and even though if you're still sitting in the same place, it wasn't terrible. So hopefully it's not as bad as it sounds on our end.
It has picked up quite a bit just recently. That ball outside corner called strike 2. 0-2 to Zaleski. That ball, great block there by the catcher, Quinn Bartlett. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the third, 3-2.
That's not bad.
Good. Big drive. Pops it up. That ball's going to hang in the wind, and Oppel trots underneath it, makes the catch, ends the second inning. We go to the top of the third. When we come back, your Round Rock Dragons leading this one 3-2. Baseman number 3, Luke Broadus. Big drive, hard in the 6-hole gap, diving shortstop, not able to make the play. Broadus reaches on a single. Speaking of Alvin College and Hudson DePriest, he's lighting it up. First collegiate home run this weekend.
Had a good couple days at bats. You know, baseball though, Bob, as well as I do, it's streaks and slumps. That's what the game is made of. You enjoy the ones when you're doing everything's going well. That you've got to keep kind of working and keep your head right when things aren't going great. That's going to bring up catcher number 3, Quinn Bartlett.
Big lead out there. Lefty pitcher. That ball misses outside. Ball 1.
I will say this. Senior third baseman Luke Broadus has absolutely been hammering the ball. Even when he gets out right now, he's finding a barrel, and that's what you love to see as a coach, because you can't always control. You've got 9 minions out there trying to keep you from getting on base. That ball's hit hard to third baseman. He off the tip of his glove.
Able to beat it out. That'll be an infield single for Bartlett. Broadus advances to second base. They'll call timeout. There'll be a designated runner for the catcher here, or a pinch runner. And it looks like
we're going to do 2 designated runners here. You're going to bring Maddox in at second, and then you've got Jace Kivett. Coach trying to load the bases with speed right now, and you got the speedy Baker Jackson at the plate. These are probably 3 of the fastest guys on the team on the base paths right now. He's looking to open up this lead a little bit in this inning, and why not with 2 runners on and no outs? Takes that one outside for strike 1.
wind shifted a little bit. It slowed down a little bit, but coming in from right center now. Kind of across the field. Squares the bunt.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful bunt. He's going to get a single. That's going to be a bunt single for Baker Jackson.
Wow, that was about as well as you can do it. If you hit it hard enough, a bunt, lay down a bunt well enough towards third base, runners at first and second, third baseman's not going to crash. That pitcher's got to cut across, and that is a hard angle. And with that much speed, that's a beautiful bunt single, loads the bases, no outs for Juan Bracho to come up.
You know, I got to stop saying he's on fire because he's got the hottest bat because so many of the players are swinging the bat really well. Catches outside corner, strike one. Infield will move in with nobody out. Bases loaded for the Dragons. 3-2 ball game. Dragons leading this one, top of the third.
The last two games specifically, you can see the bats that runs in but still catches the inside corner for 0-2 to Bracho. You got to love it as a coach, Bob. You know, your hitting is starting to peak right at the right time. As next week we're running into conference play, this is when you want your bats to start coming to life here, and that's what you're seeing from the Dragons. That ball runs out, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Get on the base pass. Maddox Caprice on third, Jace Kivett at second. Baker Jackson laid down a beautiful bunt, which was an infield single. Now we got the bases loaded, and the Dragons are in business.
Big drive left field. That ball hangs up right at the. Again, anything hit in the air on the left side of the field is going to hang up in the air.
It's like it hits a wall. As soon as it clears the infield, it just dies.
That'll bring up the flamethrower, designated hitter number 16, Josh Horvath. Base is still loaded, 1 out here. Pops that one up, out of play, over the first base dugout. Both teams in all white unis today. The Round Rock Dragons up to bat now. White jerseys, white pants, maroon pinstripes, maroon caps.
That's a problem you run into when two teams travel in on the same tournament.
That ball runs high. 1 ball, 1 strike to Horvath.
That happened one other time when we were at home. We were wearing white, and the other team was wearing white, and Coach made them run in right before the game and at least put on a maroon hat. So there was some differentiation between the two teams.
That ball, breaking ball, just misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Ball runs in on the inside corner. That's going to be called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Base is still loaded here for Horvath with 1 out in the top of the third. Dragons looking really to take advantage of this opportunity here.
That, you know, you really have to. You start the inning with bases loaded, nobody out. Big drive, left center, over the center fielder's head. Again, the ball just dies. Center fielder makes the catch, able to tag up. All the base runners will advance. There was a throw at third, not in time. So Broadus comes in to score.
Horvath does his job there. And again, with the winds not blowing in at 15, 20 miles an hour, that's probably at the fence or over, maybe for a grand slam. Center fielder had to turn his hips and make a full sprint back to get underneath it. Brings up Weston Andrake, who led off with a double at his first at-bat.
Smoked it down the third base line. Big swing and a miss on the first pitch.
Just ahead of that one. Weston loves to hit the upper part of the zone. He's a taller kid, lanky. He's got long arms, can really snap the barrel. A lot of his hardest hits I've seen is where he just gets extended. In fact, his home run to opposite field to drag a diamond, hit the top of the trees in right center. Probably a 370 oppo.
Quick throw over to first.
Weston just another example of the talent we have in the outfield.
Yeah, you got
You've
really
got 6 starters, really. I mean, Coach, it's a great problem to have when you have that much talent, guys that can come up and field the ball really well or hitting the ball well.
ball fouled down the first base line, out of play. Actually bounces off the net, comes back. Nice to see a high backstop.
That's true. Maybe one day they'll have one at Dragon Diamond. Save a lot of windshields.
And it'll be Bryce Morris on deck. Driven to right field. That's down for another hit. RBI single on Draka. Jackson easily cruises into third. We got runners on the corner again. Dragons leading this one 5-2. And now batting number 0, Bryce Morrison. So 2 outs here, top of the second inning. Dragons put up 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and now 2 runs here in the top of the third inning. Fouls that one back.
We're probably 60-40 right now, like 60% may not be able to make it work.
That ball in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Great job by the catcher, Austin Renati, to keep the ball in front of him to save a run. Pops it up. Shortstop, left fielder calling him off. Makes the catch. And limits the damage here to 2 runs. We move to the bottom of the third. Dragons leading this one 5-2 when we come back.
Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons. This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today.
And we're back. Bottom of the third inning. Dragons up 5-2. Jackson Yepes still on the bump for the Dragons. A few personnel changes. Juan Bracha will slide over to shortstop. Maddox DePriest enters the game at third base. Bryce Morrison enters the game at second base. And in left field, Diego Nunez.
And that ball runs in for ball 1. Jackson Yepes still on the hill here. Ball just misses low and outside for ball 2.
And leading off here, the bottom of the third for the Trojans, center fielder number 15, Job Caden. Sorry, I believe that's Caden Job. That
Wow.
ball low, ball 4.
That's a 4-pitch walk where every one of those balls crossed the plate just at different depths and heights. Made all the difference there. He's not missing by much. It's never easy to walk somebody, but you got to feel like, man, I'm not missing by much here. I'm all over the plate. Just need to bring him up just a bit. That's going to bring up number
20.
number 20. Squares the bunt.
Right back at Yepes. Only plays the first. Gets the first out.
Did the job there. Moved the runner to second. Sacrificed himself. Brings up number 13 for the Trojans. Dragons facing 1 out runner at second.
And that'll bring up number 13, third baseman Bo Sykes. Runners on second, 1 out here. Bottom of the third, 5-2 Dragons. Hard hit right back at Yepes. They got him in. Throws it back to second. Got him in a rundown. Run at him. Keep running. And he's going to. Oh, they get him. They get him. Ball was thrown a little bit off the mark.
Bryce Morrison all the way from second base. That is Coach Carter's going to love to see that.
Yeah.
Talking about just the infield colliding. You've got collapsing around this one play, got this runner surrounded, and did a great job overall. They kept closing the gap on him, making the plays, and that's going to bring 2 outs now. Run number 19 for the Trojans at the plate.
I believe this is a new. I don't have. Let's see. 19 is Birch. Birch will enter the game here, batting for Renati.
Number 19 into the game for number 25.
So 2 outs here, runner on second. Hard drive, dives. Rodriguez knocks it down, flips it. Yepes can't handle it. Throw home, high and over the head of the catcher. Birch will advance to second. Sykes comes in to score. Third run of the night. So, sorry, correction. Caden Joe comes in to score.
That play was chaos from the beginning. Luke Rodriguez made a great diving stop, flipped it to Yepes, who just didn't get it. Just looked like it went off the heel of his glove, and then Yepes threw over the batter, the runner that was there. That's going to bring – Coach is going to ask some questions here at the umpire. There was a lot happening there that series.
Your Round Rock Dragons will kick off district play against Vista Ridge. This will be the last season with the new UIL realignment. So my guess is it's going to be Drew Wells, the Tulane commit, younger brother to NCAA softball star
Drew Wells.
Brooks, right? Wells.
Brooke Wells, yeah.
Brooke Wells, who's absolutely on fire in Alabama.
Yeah, she went 1 year to University of Houston, was just a standout. Entered the portal, got picked up by Alabama, and been a standout there, which is no surprise. She, at Vista Ridge, I think she set a record for not only home runs, but the amount of times she was put on base.
Yeah.
Because no one wanted to pitch to her, which I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to pitch to her either.
It was the old Barry Bonds of softball.
Oh, man.
Of a high school softball.
I mean, she just couldn't keep a ball in play. She would absolutely just destroying the ball. She also pitched, did really well there, just absolutely a standout. It's great to see her doing so well. I'm fully expecting to see her playing in the softball World Series. Still discussion here between home plate and field umpire. I don't think this is going to go Carter's way. He's not getting the reaction that he wants. He's walking off.
I don't know what he saw.
Well, it looked like there was a little bit potentially of when that play transpired at first, that when Yepes went to throw it, looked like there might have been some contact outside of the baseline with the runner that ended up going to second, causing this throw at home to go high, and consequently scoring a run, which makes it 5-3. So yeah, I think there was some little extracurricular on the base paths.
First pitch misses high, ball one.
Weston Andraka was running in from right field with his arms out like, what? Why did he do that? How is he allowed to push off? So I think that's what it looked like.
Tries to pick him off at second, easily back in there. That'll bring up sophomore Knox Grizik.
The ball runs in for ball 2, 2-0 with 2 outs.
Nice. Curveball misses just outside. 3-0. You know, Yepes with the lively arm. One of the things Coach Rod will definitely be working on is cutting back on the walks. That one down the middle, strike one. You get that a lot more, Justin, when you have those lively arms. The ball kind of moves.
Yep.
Impressive. Josh Horvath with a lively arm runs it up to 96 yesterday. Over the summer, whatever he worked on, his command is second to none. That breaking ball up high, ball 4. That'll bring up second baseman number 9, Noah Liv.
Still with 2 outs. Dragons looking to get this. They got to force anywhere at any base.
That one's fouled out of play. That ball stays inside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Bottom of the third inning, 5-3. Dragons ahead of the Trojans in this one. Dragons would put 2 up in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third. Meanwhile, the Trojans would answer with 2 runs in the second inning and 1 run here.
Runners
so far
going.
in the third. Throws in the dirt. Knocked down by Maddox. That'll put runners on second and third. Now, if you look at the flags in left field, the wind now is coming from the right field foul pole across the field towards the third base dugout.
Which any lefty that hits anything to opposite field, that ball, the spin on that ball is going to be magnified, and it's going to turn a lot.
2-2. That ball fouled out of play.
Ooh,
That one gets him on the hands, fouls that one off.
Right, that couldn't be any more on the handle. That's just fighting off pitches that are close. It's a good approach by the batter here. Second, third, 2 outs.
That one stays high.
Curveball just not breaking down in the zone for Yepes. 3-2. Bases are not loaded, so we are not going to see movement immediately from the runners.
Here's payoff pitch with 2 outs.
Got him.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3 ends the threat. Stranding runners on second and third. We move to the 4th inning when we come back. It'll be the Round Rock Dragons 5, the Trinity Trojans 3.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. As the Round Rock Dragons bring the energy and the excitement all season long, Hughes Insurance Group is proud to power the broadcast as a Game Time sponsor. For over 30 years, Hughes Insurance Group has protected Central Texas families with auto, home, renters, RV, and life insurance. As an independent agency, Jason shops top-rated companies to find you the best coverage at the best value. Coverage you can count on, a team you can trust. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and go Dragons.
We're back up 4th inning. Dragons getting this one 5-3. Leading off for your Rock Dragons, left number 2. And Justin, you were talking about this game. Really strong outfield your Round Rock Dragons have. Diego, Jack Oppel, Cade Goddard, Jace Kivett, Weston Andreka, Diego Nunez, and Baker Jackson all in the mix.
Yeah, you have 6 starters. I mean, like I said, it's a great problem for a coach to have, to be able to go, hey, you might be not seeing the ball as well, or we may need different folks in different places. It's great to be able to plug and play.
Top of the 4th inning, 5-3. First pitch is low, ball 1.
Diego bats left, throws left. You'll see him come in relief occasionally, just to change up.
That ball just misses the outside corner, 2-0. That ball fouled. 2-2. That one gets him. Hit by a pitch. Good job by Diego Nunez. Find his way on first with nobody out. That'll bring up first baseman number 21, Luke Broadus.
Rodriguez.
Luke Rodriguez. I wrote it down, Broadus, in the first inning.
I saw
Luke Rodriguez. For the second time, I've messed that up.
It's 2 Lukes. And they're both absolutely hammering the ball right now.
Square in the bunt. Pulls it back, ball 1. And throw down a second is going to get past the shortstop. Nunez slides in safely with a stolen base.
Mission accomplished. I mean, sometimes when you show a bunt, essentially what you're trying to do is just obstruct the catcher's vision just a little bit to see if you can get any kind of bobble or anything from him. Give your runner just a little extra time.
Game Time Broadcasting on the call. Justin the Priest, Bob Slocum, Hank Oppels now here. We'll have him on the mic next inning. That ball at low and outside, 2-0.
Wind is just whipping again. It felt like it was dying down there for a few minutes, and now it's just blowing straight in from center to the batter. Anything in the air is going to be a problem.
Luke Rod would have had his second home run of the season. Ball just hung up there in right center. That ball misses, gets away from the catcher. Nunez will advance to third.
Yeah, earlier inning that hit that Luke Rod had to right center field was back almost against the fence in this kind of wind. I mean, that ball was absolutely hammered.
Here's your 3-0 pitch. Hard hit down the left field line. That ball gets down.
That's fair.
One run will score. Rodriguez easily strolling into second. We'll take a look at third, but hold up. And Rodriguez with a double, RBI double.
Just absolutely killing the ball right now. He is seeing it so well, just catching barrels. That's going to bring up third baseman who came in the game last inning, Maddox DePriest.
We talked about the outfielders earlier. Infield, you got Luke Broadus, Maddox DePriest at third. Middle infield, J.P. Casman, Drew Hearthcock. That ball low. And Juan Bracho Jr. seem to be in the mix there. First base, Luke Rodriguez and Omar Rodriguez. Unrelated. A lot of talent here. A lot of young men. A lot of people who'd be starting at any other school. Pickoff attempts on the second base side. Luke Rod easily diving back in. 6-3 here, top of the fourth inning. Here's your 1-0 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Luke Rod will advance to third. Good hitting by Maddox DePriest.
It's going to bring up senior catcher Joey Roboto. Joey's first at bat of this game here in the bottom of the fourth. Looks like Trojans coach is going to make a quick mound visit here and talk this over.
Not even there, and Bo's going.
And on the pitching change, we'll take a quick commercial break and be back in a minute.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. As the Round Rock Dragons bring the energy and the excitement all season long, Hughes Insurance Group is proud to power the broadcast as a Game Time sponsor. For over 30 years, Hughes Insurance Group has protected Central Texas families with auto, home, renters, RV, and life insurance. As an independent agency, Jason shops top-rated companies to find you the best coverage at the best value. Coverage you can count on, a team you can trust. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and go Dragons.
And we're back, joined by Hank Oppel. We
Hello.
went ahead and made the switch.
Hello.
Bob will join us back again here shortly.
And then we have a bunch of scouts.
There we go. So I can hear myself. And they're going to try to steal home. Luke got able to get into a rundown. Almost had it. Pitcher able to gain his bearing and go down to home. First and third right there. Didn't work out for the Dragons. Maddox goes to second base. Still a runner in scoring position for Joey Rubato, the senior catcher.
That was a called play. Coach is over there smiling, going, well, sometimes you gamble, sometimes it doesn't work out. That time it did not. 1 out, 1 ball. Joey Rubato at the plate. Maddox DePriest advanced to second.
Fastball low and away. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out here. Man on second base in the bottom of the top of the 4th.
Not bad for an IBM. Works in cybersecurity.
That one ripped into left field in front of the left fielder. In comes around Maddox. Heading home. No play at the plate will be safe at home to extend the Dragon lead 7-3 over the Trojans. And much needed RBI for Rubato to get things going this season.
It's going to bring up Baker Jackson. His previous at bat, runners at first and second, laid down a perfect bunt down third base line. Loaded the bases, started a little bit of a rally last inning. And even though the Dragons had bases loaded top of the third with no outs, only scratched 2 runs that inning. Already done that this inning with 1 out.
That fastball on the outside corner is going to be left for ball 1. Fastball swung on into the 6th hole. That'll be a base hit for Baker Jackson. Runners will advance to second.
You know, Hank, we were talking about this, Bob and I, right before you got here. I don't know if you were listening yet, but talking about just the bats for the Dragons are starting to come alive. And as a coach, and you're just 2 years out of playing, this is the stuff that these coaches are going to want to see, that, hey, everyone's starting to get their timing. Everyone's kind of getting mid-season form right before conference play or district play.
Up comes number 6, the second baseman, Juan Bracho. That fastball is going to just be a bit outside for ball 1. That wind is really ripping through. That's not us breathing in our mic. That's just the wind.
From what he's saying, these wind socks are doing a good job cutting it. That ball high and outside. So runners on first and second. 2-0 count, 1 out here. Dragons leading this one 7-3. Drives that one right center. That one's going to tail away, get down. Bracho with another hit. All the runners advance safely.
Runners are just going to move station to station. That ball able to die. That wind really pushing it back, and it dies into that right center gap. That'll be a hit for Bracho. Up comes number 16, Josh Horvath.
Looks like we might be frozen again. I'm getting some text messages. We're going to check on that and see what's going on.
Be careful if we hit that camera at all. So let's see if this works.
Dragons bases loaded, have recorded at least 10 hits, is what's shown on the scoreboard. As Josh Horvath takes a ball, strike 1 on the outside corner, looks like a breaking ball.
We're good. We're back alive again. Cool.
That went up and away for ball 1.
So if I'm ever not here, guys, if you just go to the camera, go to properties, go to the integrated camera, and then go back to the Black Magic, that will
just toggle it,
unfreeze it. That ball misses inside. Well, as we add sponsors, we're going to add a new audio board so we can cut out some of the audio issues. And then after that, the next move will be to move the vMix for a platform, which is more stable. We're using an open source OBS studio today. Bases loaded here, 1 out, 3 balls, 1 strike to the senior flamethrower, Josh Horvath.
Familiar. He was bases loaded last time he was up. And flew out deep center.
Deep center. Would have been a home run. Would have been potentially a grand slam. That ball inside corner, strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here.
If we can get one more big sponsor for that hit tracks, it's only $15,000 if anybody's willing to sponsor.
Good to hear from Clay Goddard. He's watching.
Shout out to Elvis and Tammy Goddard. Big rip down the left field line. That gets down. 1 run scores. 2 runs will score.
It's going to clear the bases. Here comes Bracho.
Bracho round. Oh, they're going to put the brakes on wisely. Shortstop has the ball. Great piece of hitting by the senior. A 2 RBI double for Horvath makes this a 9-2 ball game.
Dragons doing a great job with this wind ripping straight in, almost over to right field at certain points, keeping it low and on the ground most of the time. Hard line drives so they can't get stuck in the air.
Well, we talked about this early on. You remember some of the first games we had, we were sprinkling hits in. Now we are just stringing hits together. This is what you want to see. You have to put hits together. You can't have 1 or 2 an inning. You really have to have them in consecutive at bats to really do damage.
And they're also stringing the hits together right after a couple of walks. They'll get a walk, maybe a hit batter, and then we'll string a couple of hits together. Good to see. They put up 4 this inning, 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third. Could have been a lot worse in the third. They had bases loaded with nobody out. They did go on to put up 2 runs. And that'll bring up
Max Min.
Number 28, the pitcher, Max Min, senior.
Max Min will enter the game for Andrejka. With Bryce Morrison on deck, now playing second base. That ball puts the bat on it down the right field line. Wind's going to blow that foul. You just talk about the wind. That ball started down the right field line and just tailed all the way to the fence. That ball tailed a good 18, 20 yards.
Yeah, that is this wind is the great equalizer right now. Nothing's safe in the air. You don't know how it's going to react.
Infield's playing all the way in here to cut down that run at third.
Trying to extend the game if they get a couple more runs here now that we're in the 4th.
They're going to try to inside move with no one covering the bag.
You know, Trinity Christian out of Dallas, the Trojans. That ball fouled out of play. You know, it's great to see them play. They're playing up competition, and, you know, they just happen to run into one of the area powerhouses.
Dragons are starting to see the ball like a beach ball now. First few games in tournament play were rough, able to bounce back. Dragons currently sitting at 8-5 on the season. Some tough losses, some really good ball clubs.
But the learnings and the losses, it's not always in the winning. I think they've learned some really good lessons, really drew them together as a team. That ball's sky high. Again, look at the wind bending that.
It's going to keep bending.
Second baseman makes the catch for the second out of the innings. Runners stay on second and third.
Which I didn't notice. Did he call infield fly on that?
I
didn't see it. So Coach Carter's asking. I guess first base was open, so no, that was not infield fly.
And that'll bring up second baseman senior, number 0, Bryce Morrison. 2 outs, runners on second and third. 9-2 ball game. High, ball 1.
Trojans do have 2 outs. This kind of one of those innings for them that feels like it just has not ended. Just one of those ones that just keeps going and going here. Dragons still threatening with 2 runs on.
That ball runs inside.
not quite able to keep the slider over the plate. That one's going to dip down in the dirt. Catcher makes a good block. Save a run.
This is the sunniest I've seen it. We had a little bit of sunshine trying to break through these clouds.
Thick cumulonimbus, gray heavy clouds, rain in the area. I think it'll hold off till about 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
Now you're just bragging, Bob. All these big words. I'm going to have to get my thesaurus out. And
We get it. You got a college degree, Bob.
We get it, Bob.
That's the biggest word I know.
Now spell it.
Nimbus.
And draws the walk. That'll load the bases up for left fielder Number 2, Diego Nunez.
This is kind of weird. Last time I played here, it was still a dirt field.
Yeah.
So now seeing this, like,
You are getting old, Hank. You're getting old.
He's not that old. This field did change. Feels like overnight. It's beautiful.
I thought I was pulling up to Buda Hayes at one point.
Well, I remember the
Hayes.
base paths were like canoes. They were just
Yeah.
all sunken in. Like it was not in great shape, but they kind of let it go that last year because they knew they were getting turf. But man, it is just a beautiful facility.
Ball stays high. Ball 1. Round Rock will be going to turf after this season. And my understanding is it's going to have the stripe similar to this. I don't know if it'll be this exact coloring, but it will have the stripe similar to the Leander ISD schools.
It's really nice.
Round Rock being one of the last fully natural fields left in the Austin area.
And this season it plays for an advantage for Round Rock with a lot of schools playing on turf. Coming into Round Rock, the ball does not take those friendly trampoline bounces that it takes on turf when you're at Dragon Diamond. Quick pickoff attempt to first. That's a balk.
So you have to throw over to first.
Yeah, can't do that.
And that's going to move the bases here. Josh will go to third. Bracho to second. And in comes, Bracho into home. Morrison to second. Horvath to third.
That'll make it 10-3.
5-run top of the 4th inning. Dragons able to score in every frame they've played so far.
And the dangerous Diego Nunez up.
That ball stays high. Ball 3. 3-0. 2 outs here. Runners on second and third. As Hank just mentioned, Dragons put up 5 here in the top of the 4th inning, making this a 10-3 ball game. That ball misses. Oh, that's a friendly call. 3-1.
It missed, but it didn't.
I thought it did. The ump didn't agree.
Guess the umpire wants to get out of this inning just as badly as Trojans do. And
That
one's
ball
gonna
hits
run
him.
in. Can't call that one a strike.
And hit by pitch. That'll load the bases up again for the Dragons, and that'll bring up. Actually, we're going to have a pinch hitter here. Now coming in the bat for the Dragons, number 19, Dylan Slocum.
Dylan, senior middle infielder, getting an opportunity here. Bases juiced.
2 outs. Wind blowing really in from center field.
Just looking for a line drive, something in the gap here. Don't try to do too much.
It'll be the junior Maddox DePriest on deck for the Dragons. Dragons 10 runs on 11 hits. Trinity Trojans 3 runs on 2 hits.
2 errors by the Dragons, or 2. Yes, that's correct. No, 2 errors on Trinity.
Yep, that ball's going to miss high and outside. 1 ball.
Only blemishes on the scorecard.
Dylan swung a hot bat last season. Like to get something started here. 2-0.
Just takes one. Just takes one barrel.
Takes that one high. 3-0.
Dragon hitters, especially this weekend, showing a lot more discipline at the plate, only swinging at stuff they can drive. Definitely reflecting in the scorecards these games.
I mean, we were just talking about stringing hits together. You got to hit good pitches, and definitely, you're right, Hank, seeing a lot more discipline here.
And Slocum draws a 4-pitch walk. That'll bring in Horvath for the 6th run of the inning, the 11th run for the Dragons. Dragons leading this one 11-3.
Catcher's going to go ahead and give a talking to the pitcher, kind of settle him down. Really here, you just want to throw strikes, let him hit the ball. And
here
comes
the coach.
The coach. I'm guessing there's going to be some sort of pitching change here. Second mound meeting. Actually, this is his first mound meeting.
And that's going to bring up Maddox DePriest, third baseman, number 1.
Second
at bat this inning. So we have batted through the inning.
Already has a hit this inning as well.
Maddox part of this really impressive junior class. I think, I know any other school, he would be in the starting lineup, probably batting in the top 3. And he's made his case, especially defensively this season, for playing time.
Very, very good defensively over there at third, short. Anywhere in the infield, you can kind of throw him, and he'll be pretty competent out there.
A lot of the same mannerisms as number one last year for the 2025 Round Rock Dragons. Kid by the name of Hudson the Priest, who's lighting it up down in Alvin.
Hudson was supposed to play for the Dragons last weekend on the score on this.
That's true. When we got the light up card,
he's supposed to be batting ninth. So we're kind of wondering where he was at, but I guess Maddox will fill in for him.
Hate when college gets in the way of high school baseball. Swing and a miss.
Big swing for Maddox.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bases loaded here. And it'll be the senior catcher, number 14, Joey Robato, on deck for the Dragons. That ball high and outside, 2-1.
Dragons leading this one 11-3 on 11 hits compared to the Trojans on 3 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors.
Fouls that one back, 2-2.
This is the kind of fence we need.
As Justin says, all 2 on the boards.
2's on the board.
Speaking of Hudson, is he up to bat right now?
He is not. It's the bottom of the second.
What do we got to do to get a net like this?
Bob was just mentioning that earlier.
This is like a...
That ball misses outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases are juiced. 11-3. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Gets him. Ends the threat. But not before the Dragons put up 6 runs to make this 11-3. We move to the bottom of the 4th, and it's all Dragons in this one.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. As the Round Rock Dragons bring the energy and the excitement all season long, Hughes Insurance Group is proud to power the broadcast as a Game Time sponsor. For over 30 years, Hughes Insurance Group has protected Central Texas families with auto, home, renters, RV, and life insurance. As an independent agency, Jason shops top-rated companies to find you the best coverage at the best value. Coverage you can count on, a team you can trust. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and go Dragons.
Dragons leading this one 11-3. A lot of personnel changes this inning. Now pitching for the Round Rock Dragons, number 20, Jesse James Fierro. Third base, Bryce Morrison. Shortstop will be Maddox DePriest. In at second base, number 19, Dylan Slocum. At first base, the junior, number 24, Coleman Landry. And behind the dish, number 14, Joey Robato. In the outfield, from left to right, left field, number 2, Diego Nunez. Center field, number 13, Baker Jackson. And in right field, the senior, number 28, Max Min. Round Rock, 11 runs on 11 hits. Trinity, 3 runs on 2 hits. They have 2 errors in the field, which are kind of tough to give errors on those because without that gusting wind from the outfield, those balls are down for extra base hits.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely making it a lot more challenging out here. Jesse James Fierro, one of our juniors, you've seen him come in relief in a few games already this season. You know he's going to be a really a welcome add to the relief route, our cycle here as we get into district play. Lively arm, throws a lot of strikes. Somebody the coaches can count on to come in and get the job done. It's like leading off number 9 for Trinity. Still waiting on an umpire here. Looks like he's checking in with Coach Carter on some personnel.
Who's this up to bat? Day? Yay, 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 yay.
Jonathan Ye now batting for Trinity.
Seen a lot of substitutions on both teams. Games like this aren't fun for the team getting beat, but it does give opportunity for both clubs to get some folks reps here.
That's a big thing with tournament play, right? Figure out your pieces. Tougher thing as we move Friday and into tomorrow's 2 games is who do you pitch with district play kicking off on Tuesday. That ball catches outside corner, strike 1.
Again, this game has been dominated on the mound by juniors, Jackson Yepes.
Yeah, Jesse James Fierro, another one of these impressive juniors for your Round Rock Dragons. That ball over the third baseman's head. That's going to be a leadoff single for Ye.
Again, I think you were breaking up a little bit, Bob. We got infield, Bryce Morrison at third, Maddox DePriest at short, Slocum, Dylan Slocum at second, and then that is Coleman Landry at first. Is that correct?
Yes. And outfield, Diego Nunez, Baker Jackson in center. Right field, Max Min and Joey Robato behind the dish. That ball just misses. Sun popping out again here. A little break in the cumulonimbus clouds.
You just love saying that, Bob.
I'm just glad I know what it is. That ball catches outside corner, called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner goes, hit and run. Ball is in the air. Nunez coming in, makes the catch, fires it to first for the double play.
Awesome job by Diego coming in, making the play, knowing that the runner, his team, you could hear him say throw to first the entire time. A lot of good communication from the Dragon defense. Diego comes up, fires it to first. Coleman Landry there to make the catch.
That'll bring up the shortstop, number 18, Zach Zaleski.
That's a quick way to eliminate a leadoff single.
You know, we talk a lot, and we'll talk a lot more during district play, how baseball is a game of momentum. And that's a momentum killer. Lays down a perfect bunt down the third base line. Morrison just under his glove. Had a quick bang play, not able to field it.
He was going to be safe anyway. That bunt was about as good as you can lay one down. Good awareness by that batter, seeing the third baseman playing a little bit deep. Just dropped it in. Very well done.
That'll bring up the center fielder, number 15, Caden Job. Runner on first, 2 outs. I told Jesse James Fierro's dad yesterday, I want to see him showing up to every game with a Toby Keith cowboy hat. And again, I don't know him. I don't know his personality. I don't know if he hates country music. But to me, with a name like Jesse James Fierro, you show up with a cowboy hat. You're the man.
You are the man.
And thanks to the Fierro family, provided food for the players yesterday. That's a dribbler down the first base line. That's going to be picked up foul by Coleman Landry.
Little hit and run there by the Dragons. Sniffed out, by the Trojans. Two outs here in the bottom of the fourth.
You know what I love about these tournament plays? You're seeing more and more people show up, stands starting to fill this Friday afternoon. You know everyone who snuck out of work a little bit early.
or out of class. It looks like there's a lot of students here too.
I love that. That's one of the fun things. All the schools drives that one center field. The ball should hang up there. Center fielder Baker Jackson will call it. Makes the catch for the third out of the inning. We move to the fifth inning. Dragons 11, the Trojans 3 when we come back.
Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons. This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today.
Off.
Joey with a great hit, his first at bat earlier. Drove the ball down left field line. I think it scored 2.
First pitch strike to Roboto. Drives that one. Foul and out of play. 0-2. Roboto with a nice base hit in the fourth. What was it? The fifth inning. Fifth inning would come around to score, or fourth inning.
Fourth inning.
Yeah, we're kind of all.
That fourth inning was a long inning. I think we batted around plus, I think, 2 batters.
That one just fights it off to stay alive. 0-2.
That's a good approach.
Sorry, correction. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here. Top of the fifth inning. Dragons 11, Trojans 3. That's fouled sharp down the first base line.
I mean, really, Bob, that's what you want to see out of your batter as a coach. He's painting that outside corner, and Roboto just keeps fouling off. Hopefully he gets something to hit here again.
Another one. Great job. I mean, you got to fight it off, and hopefully the pitcher makes a mistake on the next offering.
Absolutely.
Baker Jackson on deck for the Dragons. That one popped up down the right field line. Wind's going to blow it away, and that's going to blow to the fence. And what a good at bat here for Roboto. Takes that one just high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Great pitch in that situation on a 1-2. See if you can get Roboto to chase on it. Drives that one right center. That's going to get down into the power alley. Headed to second, and Roboto, his second hit of the night. This one a stand-up double.
You got to love that right there, Bob. I mean, coming in and just fouling off 4 to 5 pitches, like just a bit out of the zone, but too close to take with 2 strikes. I mean, really disciplined at bat, and then absolutely barreling a ball right into the wind, into the right center gap for a double. Love that. Love that approach. That's a fantastic at bat. That's going to bring up junior center fielder Baker Jackson.
It'll be Jesse James Fierro on deck for the Dragons. Fouls that one straight back.
Still no outs. Runner at second here. Roboto with a leadoff double.
First baseman way up playing bunt coverage. Swing and a miss. That'll back up first baseman a couple of steps. 0-2 count. Sorry, we got Hank messing with the cameras, trying to get on a little, trying to get a second camera. Fouls that one back out of play. Just busting your chops. In the words of my father-in-law, you got to have fun every once in a while.
Hank's kind of like a son-in-law, isn't he? Even though you don't have a daughter.
I do not. I did get to walk my niece down the aisle in a wedding, which was an incredibly special day for me. Something I never thought I'd have the honor to do. You would never think you're a boy dad too, right? With a couple of steps down an aisle, you never realize how nervous that is.
I'm sure.
Until it's someone else's special day.
Just don't be on Funny Home Videos. Your only goal.
Yeah, it's kind of special when someone you met when they were 18 months old. Pops that one up.
That's ball's moving. I mean, moving.
Second baseman literally had to move about 10, 12 steps to get underneath it. Makes the catch for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up the pitcher, number 20, Jesse James Fierro.
That ball started at the pitcher, ended up almost at first base. If that gives you an indication, those of you guys are watching in, what the wind is doing to anything in the air. Get some sprinkles.
I have to find an umbrella here. That ball runs inside. So with this wind, hopefully it blows past pretty quickly. That ball misses outside. That ball catches the outside corner.
$11-3 the score. Dragons with 12 hits on the game. One out here in the top of the fifth.
There's a big rip left field. That would have been gone
That
if
may
there's
be-
no wind.
that may
ball
be
carrying.
gone.
Oh, just short on the warning track. Jesse James would have had his first ever varsity home run had it not been for a strong wind coming out of left field. That ball lands on the warning track.
That ball was hammered. Great hit by Jesse James Fierro. Got Brandon Smith, senior, coming in to run for our pitcher, who absolutely mashed that ball. That scored another run, 12-3 here in the top of the fifth. That's going to bring up senior number 10, Isaac Rodriguez.
You know, that's something that as a player is going to eat at you, knowing that you did everything you could on that baseball.
That is a hard hit ball right into like a 15-mile-an-hour headwind. Without wind, that ball is way gone. Not even close. Umpires having a quick conference here.
And that'll bring up the senior number 10, Isaac Rodriguez. I'm sure that had something to do with the substitutions because they were looking at the lineup card.
Look at scorecards. It's hard to keep up with it.
But 22 years in coaching, Coach Carter, if he knows anything, he knows the rules and knows the lineup. He's serves on several committees.
Yeah, he knows the substitution rules better than anybody.
That ball catches the inside corner, strike one. In fact, when I was coaching, again, under 14, not the same thing, but similar rules, Carter and Coach Rod were two of the people I would ping on questions on lineups.
Yep. Isaac Rodriguez, 0-1. Inside move, no one there. Kind of resetting here. It's like the sprinkles have kind of stopped for now.
That ball low.
Which, if it gets too heavy, I don't think any of our equipment is waterproof. So
we'll see if we can get a spot in there in the press box, but we'll do the best we can.
We'll have to call a quick audible.
That ball down the middle. Strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here. 12-3. Dragons are leading this one. Top of the 5th inning. Mercy rule is 10 runs after 5. Big swing and a miss. Strike 3 for the second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up the right fielder, Max Min.
Swing and a miss on that. Like the aggressiveness there from Max. Takes the 0-1. Still 2 outs. Brandon Smith at second. The healthy lead.
What's that? I'll get it between innings.
Breaking ball breaks in on his hands. Misses that one. 0-2. Max in a little bit of a hole here. You have to adapt to a 2-strike approach.
That ball low. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. It's B. Smitty, I believe, pinch running there at second base for the pitcher, Jesse James Fierro. Jesse James absolutely crushed a double to the warning track, just hung up in the wind. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That will end the inning. Dragons tack on another one to take a 12-3 lead as we move to the bottom of the 5th when we come back.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. This Dragons broadcast, as the Round Rock Dragons bring the energy and the excitement all season long, Hughes Insurance Group is proud to power the broadcast as a Game Time sponsor. For over 30 years, Hughes Insurance Group has protected Central Texas families with auto, home, renters, RV, and life insurance. As an independent agency, Jason shops top-rated companies to find you the best coverage at the
And we're back. Bottom of the fifth inning. Dragons leading this one 12-3. Leading off for the Trojans. And first baseman number 20, Grant Delkey. First pitch high, ball one. Ball hit at Bryce Morrison at third base. Flips it over to first for the first out of the inning. Infield for your Round Rock Dragons. Pitching is still Jesse James Fierro. Behind the dish, Joey Robato. Third base is Bryce Morrison. Shortstop, Maddox DePriest. Almost said Hudson. Second baseman is Dylan Slocum. And Coleman Landry at first base. One out here.
That's funny, Bob. I want to call Dylan Brandon all the time. Just when you grow up with all these boys and they all have the same last name and similar mannerisms, it's hard. Sometimes you catch yourself.
That'll bring up number 13, third baseman, Bo Sykes. That ball runs high. 2 balls, no strikes. Misses outside, 3-0. And that one catches the outside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here.
Great pitch there by Fierro.
Hard up the middle. That's going to be a base hit for Sykes.
Good piece of hitting there from Sykes, 3-1. Really just taking that ball right back up the middle.
And that'll bring up number 19, Birch. That ball just missing. Ball misses outside. Oh, we froze again. Not quite sure what's going on with the cameras. We apologize. This constant freeze today.
Wind is just picking up again. Runner at first, 1 out. Ball's in the dirt. Joey Robato does a great job corralling it. 3-1 is the count. Number 19.
That ball, nice breaking ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Sykes still on first. Reach with a 1-out single here in the top of the bottom of the 5th inning. Misses. Birch reaches via walk. That'll put runners on first and second for the Trojans. And that'll bring up right fielder number 8, Knox Gretzky.
I believe it's 8 after 5. I think Trojans here battling to see if they can get a few extra innings out of this ball game. Jesse James from Roboto had a quick mound visit. Back to work here.
Misses outside. 2-0. No activity in the Dragons bullpen. That ball, ooh, that was close. Doesn't get the call through. I believe that's 3-0. I believe the scoreboard's a little behind. But it wouldn't be the first time I was wrong, Justin. That ball runs high, and I was wrong. That's now 3-0. The walk here, I wouldn't be surprised you see Coach Rod come out for a mound visit.
Yeah, 3-0. We just need strikes here. Don't try to overthrow it.
Pick off attempt. Sykes dives back in there safely. Play immediately after. We will start a new live stream for each game like we always do. Maybe that'll solve some of the freezing issues we've been having with the camera. That ball runs inside. Ball 4. Grizik draws the walk. That will load the bases up for the Trojans.
Coach Carter coming out to visit with us.
That's usually a substitution when it's Carter.
Well, he didn't even ask for the rest of the infield to come in. He said, I'm just going to talk to Jesse James for a second. Got one out, really one pitch away here. You hear him say that all the time, but you got a double play any base here.
That will bring up number 11, Noah Liv. First pitch, strike 1. Whatever Carter said worked. 0-1 count, 1 out here. Runner, bases are juiced. That ball misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Breaking ball a little bit low there for Fierro. Still 1 out. Again, you got a double play anywhere in the infield.
Two one count. 2 live. Pops him up. That ball's going to carry towards the dugout, out of play, off the top of the first base dugout.
That's a routine pop fly at first baseman any day that the wind is not blowing like this. But again, cutting across here at about 15 miles an hour in a constant breeze. That much spin on the ball, didn't have a chance. 2-2, 2-2, 1 out. Base is still loaded.
That ball misses outside. Full count with bases loaded, nowhere to put them. As the Trojans set to go back to the top of the order. That ball high, ball 4.
Have some fun, Jonathan. You got it, bub.
No activity in the bullpen still for the Dragons. I think they're really
That'll bring up Jonathan Yu. Ball runs high. You know, I'm a little surprised here. Our corners are playing normal depth, Justin, with one out, bases loaded. I want them on the grass. Their play is to home plate. Middle with one out will play double play depth.
Yep.
Swing and a miss. And I stand corrected. Jonathan Yu is the number 9 batter. That ball runs high. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here. That ball, Roboto able to keep it in front of him. 3-1. You know, coach, as a coach, Justin, you know, you're always looking, especially games like this. I was typically harder on the team. It was the tight games or even the tight losses that they played well that I'd lighten up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of the areas to focus on, cutting back on the walks. We had a lot of walks today.
Yeah.
And there's another one.
That's going to bring Coach Carter back out. Looks like he's got a senior number 9, Jace Kivett, in tow. I believe he'll be throwing the ball over to him and let him just get this next 2 outs. Senior Jace Kivett coming in here with bases loaded, 1 out. Looks like the infield largely remains the same. Same thing with outfield.
Give it one of the fastest Dragons. Slotted right now, I believe, starting right field, has one of the hottest bats out for Round Rock.
Yeah, he's absolutely been drilling the ball. And like you'd mentioned, I think in a previous game that I was listening to, I wasn't able to make it yet. You were talking about him being a foul pole to foul pole. When you look at his spray chart, I think he hits the ball all over the field. He bats left, he'll hit it in left, bats as a lefty, will hit it down left field line. He's done that a couple times for extra base hits and pulls the ball with power. Just all in all, a very, very talented young man and a huge addition to our outfield.
Came in today batting .318 with a .448 on base percentage, which is insane. Hard ground ball at Morrison, steps on third, fires it on the first, double play. Great fielding.
1 pitch, 2 outs. That's what you're looking for right there. Something low inside in the zone. Great job by Kivett coming in and just getting that last out. And that is going to be the game. Looks like we're lining up and shaking hands.
We're going to reset this one. Dragons win this one 12-5. We will create a brand new live stream. Make sure you click that subscribe button. But Game Time Broadcasting, Hank Oppel, Justin the Priest, this is Bob Slocum. We'll be back.